to learn more of the Lightbloom, even with the risks of traveling to your homeland.
It's good to see you again, friend. Would that we were meeting under less fraught circumstances. The Rutani who attacked Silvermoon come from my homeland, Harandar. This Lightbloom inflection is new, however. The time has come for me to return to my people. I will face their judgment and explain my actions. If the Lightbloom has spread, I must warn my people of the danger. If you are willing to join me, I will take you and your insistent friend through the routeways to Harandar. Let me know when you are ready to go.
Do not fear the dark. So, your path
Must not delay. It is time for me to return to Harandar.
Harandar is a dangerous place. I warn you both. My people do not welcome outsiders. They may no longer welcome me.
This place, it is like we've stepped back in time.
Tread carefully. You will be seen as invaders.
It was good to be home and to touch the roots of Harandar. I have been too long away. It is against our ways for the Haranir to have contact with the outside world. I do not expect a warm welcome awaits us, but the threat of the Lightbloom does not originate on the surface world. The time has come for my people to join the fight. Convincing them will be a challenging task, if they let us live long enough to try. You made it. For a moment I wasn't sure you would. Don't worry, that nauseous feeling will pass. We stand in the deep roots of Yggdrasil. My home lies beyond. Let us see what welcome awaits. All of the world's roots grow towards our homeland. The ones above you are mighty, but new. Born of a fledgling world tree you call them Yggdrasil. As far as world trees go, it is a strange one, but its nature matters less than its reach. Any roots that seek to protect our world from harm are worth protecting. Let us follow the road down to Arator and check in with the root warden. We will ask if he's noticed signs of Lightbloom yet.
You lend your song to hers. The people of the Arator settlement tend these roots. It is a short way down the path.
I see why they are so protective. Such untouched beauty.
Owena, who are these? What have you done? From the roots.
It is forbidden to bring outsiders to Harandar. Owena broke our laws by going to the surface and letting your world know about this. And now this? You are lucky that Owena is a friend, otherwise would bind you in these roots and leave you to the Saptors. I should ask the same of you. No outsiders have stepped foot between the deep roots in known memory. He narrows his eyes and glances at Owena. I'm Kupal, root warden of Arator. I tend to the newest of the great roots, to the farthest reaches of the tree. The surface dwellers named Yggdrasil.
Go and be safe.
That doesn't matter now. You need help.
2 of our young are still out here.
Our friend will find them. We must get you to safety.
Anhara's roots! Who are you?
Where did you come from? I've never seen anything like you before in all my years.
No, I was just getting warmed up too. What are you? Stay back! I'm warning you.
How did you get there? Here, trespasser. It is forbidden for outsiders to come to Harandar.
Fine, but those were my kills.
Incredible. Come and see.
Behold, Harandar.
Harandar lies below and beyond. The swirl of roots above is the cradle, the most holy place related to the goddess. Alnhara. Below is Harathia, a paint maker's village. Let's stop here for a moment. My eyes and heart desire to look upon my homeland after so long away.
The world watch over you.
Our goddess, Alnhara, once rested in the cradle roots above. But she was taken. What remains is the land of Harandar.
In
The echo of
Azura?
her song and the radiance of her wind.
Azura? Confused.
The fire striders stand ready.
I think we are beneath the roots of the great world trees. It is breathtaking. We never knew that there was an entire world here. This is a precious opportunity that no one else in Nathros has been granted. I am ready to move on when you are.
This way, Haldaron, champion.
Interesting area. This is supposed to be close to... So under a Madrasil? To going towards Azura?
This so-called light bloom is no real threat. It does not excuse your heresies.
Rhea bares his fangs as you approach in an apparent sign of disgust. You dare to meet a root warden's gaze, or to leave your bones to the Grimlinks. You stand before Rhea, root warden of Xal'atath. For 85 years I have stood vigil over its cursed roots, just as my mentor stood before his return to the earth. Rhea scoffs derisively. Do your people lament the fall of the sky when it rains? Sometimes there are more roots, sometimes there are fewer. Sometimes they change in shape or in temperament, but always they reach for the cradle. Why would we care what occurs in the world above, so long as the roots of Harandar remain whole? Do you have any other foolish questions, or you are merely attempting to forestall your judgment? Outsiders are not permitted in Harandar. Owenia has broken our most sacred of laws. You are not welcome here, stranger. As I suspected, the elders are quite upset with my actions. Now that I have seen the children and Gopal to safety, I am ready to face the council. I will do what I can to make them see that the light bloom is a threat, and to enable your ability to move freely through Harandar. Petalvane will carry you safely to the den. Let us make haste.
Go to the den at once. The council will decide your fates.
My skin is tingling. What is this?
Alm dust, remnants of the goddess's will given form. It empowers our magics and allows us to walk between worlds.
Greetings.
Tread carefully, Gomez. The Harania are formidable and on edge over our arrival. The council has convened and is ready to hear Owenia's words. Hopefully she will be able to convince them that the light bloom is a threat and that their help is needed.
I will do my duty.
Guards collected Owenia and took her to get ready to meet the council. When you are ready, we should attend the gathering.
Orwenna has gone ahead to speak to her elders. Let me know when you're ready.
we going? Moving up. Nope. Save all these quests for later. Where am I going?
Maladash Malanore.
With
Enough of this. Show yourselves. I came here to speak out of respect. But if violence is your intent...
Respect? You threw that away long ago, Ordwena.
How many of our secret traditions have you broken, child?
Inviting those outsiders here, profaning this sacred place with their presence.
They hear the goddess's song as we do. They fight to save her. Is that not who we are anymore? Will you do nothing but skulk in these caves, lamenting the withered past? Goddess?
Clearly, the hand of Anhara is upon you, child. But with it comes hubris, recklessness. Your pride endangers everything we've built here.
I hear her voice. Should I not follow wherever it leads?
Not if it leads you from us.
It's pretty short-sighted.
By the roots.
To stay among us, it must be proven that the goddess has indeed called you to her aid. You will undergo trials at the Den of Echoes, a holy place for our people.
You have forgotten the value of tradition, Orwena. Go to the Den of Echoes and remind yourself of what it means to be Haranir.
Greetings, stranger. I am Elder Hagar. You have been granted permission to stay as long as you pass through the trials of the Den of Echoes. Elnhara will determine your fate, and you will learn about our people and customs. Let us meet at the caves.
The elders have spoken. They hope that reliving the past will show you the folly of your actions. I understand the threat of the light bloom, but we need to appease the elders, or you will have two enemies in Harandar.
Truly have heard the song of the goddess. You should do fine during the trials. Perhaps she has called you as she did with Orwena. I am Hagar, Elder and former Root Warden. I am here to witness your efforts in the challenge and to report back whether or not you succeed. I was the root warden for Teldrassil. My duties were terminated with the destruction of the Great World Tree. We Harandar have lived secluded for an eternity, but we can no longer afford to think that we can remain this way. The roots are but a part of the tree. A true warden needs to be able to protect and care for the entire tree, even if the roots are their focus. I will always wonder if there would have been something I could have done to stop their destruction. My willingness to hear you out was born in the fires that destroyed the great tree. Welcome to the Den of Echoes. Within the caves beyond, you will find ancient paintings which tell the story of the Harandar. Perhaps you will learn something if you survive. May Xal'atath be on your side. The history of the Harandar has been recorded for tens of thousands of years in the caves within. The memories of our people are painted on the stone, that we might never forget where we came from and what our purpose is. You are the first outsiders to ever witness the Den of Echoes. When you touch the paintings, our ancestors will share our stories and struggles. Xal'atath Kasameh awaits you within. He will guide you and Harandar on your journeys. I wish you luck.
Alhara guide you. Good luck.
It is not like you to avoid conflict. Have your fangs dulled since I was gone?
Don't test me, little sprout. I know when to roar and when to wait. I could have pitted my pride against Ruya, but alone, what good would it do?
You are as strong as any.
First, you left. Then the roots of Teldrassil burned. Now, the elders barely consider me one of them.
Should I not have heeded the goddess's call?
You did what needed to be done. I have always told you to trust your instincts. All I ask is that you trust mine. We must regain their faith in you, and know that I will always defend you, even if you do not see.
I was told you would be arriving. Let us begin. Words?
The Elder sent word ahead that you are permitted to attempt the trials. We'll see if Xal'atath has truly called you. You have been granted a very rare opportunity to learn about my people, our culture and our history. Let me know when you are ready to begin. Kasameh, Xal'atath of the Den of Echoes, I will guide you in your journey through the trials. The Den of Echoes is but one repository of my people's memories. It is through reliving the deeds and trials of our ancestors that we learn, grow, and ensure history does not repeat itself. The paintings are a gateway into these memories and trials. If you survive, you will gain a greater understanding of Harandar and my people. Touching the stone will activate the visions. May Xal'atath be with you.
Touch the painting. The Almdas within empowers it to reveal our truths. Countless generations ago, our people walked beneath the trees of the Great Mountain. None knew of our presence. Not the giant whose steps shook the earth, nor her massive beasts.
Come on.
hiding was not our only talent. I can teach
People
or
have been
learn.
here for tens of thousands of years, but it was not always so. Once we lived on the surface as you do.
I listen.
We have
and
made it through the
remember.
first of the trials, but the real test is yet to come.
What memory do you bring?
Harandar are fierce and ferocious, cunning and canny. In time we became the most feared beasts upon the mountain. A great many wise and powerful beasts roamed the hills of our old mountain, but in time we came to master them all. Today you shall hunt as we once did. Complete the second trial at the Den of Echoes.
Until he learned the shape of the beasts. We grew to become the forest's greatest hunters, rivaling and then taming the fiercest predators. In times of quiet, we felt empty. We longed for purpose. I can teach.
You have proven yourself capable, hunter, like our ancestors of old. But simply being the strongest did not prove succor enough for the minds of our people.
Remember, always.
When the Harandar began to grow restless, they looked to new sources of purpose. Some cast their gazes upward toward the stars and the moon, others, such as the Harati, heard a call from deep within the world. The moment the first of the Harati heard the song echoing from the roots, we knew that we had found a new purpose. We would seek out the source of the song and discover the truth of it for ourselves. But it would be a difficult road. Strange stone monsters sought to block our path.
Our longing was answered by a song from the depths of the world. What memory do you bring? Not all heeded the goddess's call, but Biharati followed the song. The journey was long and very difficult. We faced many hardships on the way.
High Father denies all access. System failed.
We battled our way through the roots and found ourselves in Harandar. But that is a deeper, more dangerous tale. I listen and remember.
Now you know how the Harati came to walk amongst the roots. One final trial remains, the most difficult but most important of them all. Hagar awaits you and will guide you through the next challenge.
Remember, always.
You have gained a glimpse into our history. There is one trial yet remaining. If you survive, the goddess's blessing will be upon you and the council will not be able to deny your presence here. Descend now into the earth and follow in our ancestors' footsteps.
And one trial yet remains. Hagar is waiting for you ahead. May Al-Hada be with you.
The final mural holds our most sacred memory and our most ancient shame. To witness it, you will need a fragment we store away from the rest.
Rumors of disturbances in the Gulf of Memory have begun to spread. Deal with the issue before it can take root.
My eyes on you.
Our ancestors traveled for weeks, finding strange peoples deep below Mount Hyjal. They thought the Harandar was strange too.
I wouldn't cross me if I were you.
I need to target something first.
The pleasure is mine.
The fuck was that? sounds in the house. She does like.
My eyes on you.
The deeper they went, the more fearsome their foes became. But they were Harandar, and they would not be afraid.
DPS. Let's just change it to heals. What's the point of having you as DPS if you do none?
My eyes on you.
In the deepest places, our people faced the others. They tore at flesh and devoured minds. Many were lost, but still, the Harandar followed the song.
My loyalties are my own. Now strike! I wouldn't cross me if I were you. My loyalties are my own.
Someone died here. Crazy.
Do you prefer your entrails cut julienne or brunoise?
The final mural holds our most sacred memory and our most ancient shame. To witness it, you will need a fragment we store away from the rest.
Speak to me.
Do not understand. All that you and Haldron have seen I already knew, so where is this great shame that the Zurashar alludes to? Now either you've acquired the fragment and the final memory will reveal itself to us. Perhaps we will both find our answers there. Here. Why didn't you do the trials with us? I underwent these trials years ago when I was much younger. They are standard for all Harandar to endure when they come of age and skill. It is a rite of passage which marks the beginning of our adulthood and which paves the way for our futures within the tribes.
Perhaps the Zurashar spoke of a great tragedy and shame. I have seen nothing to shame us.
You have not yet seen the journey to its end. Alhara's song was just an echo. The goddess was gone when they arrived. Without her, the land was falling apart. After all the trials and journeys, we hoped to find purpose. Instead, we found discord and death. We blamed the missing goddess. We blamed the land. We blamed each other. The goddess's absence was not a tragedy, but a trial. One, we failed. When at last we found our way, the elders feared what would happen if we returned to the surface. So, they forbade it. But we can't stay hidden forever. Ah, you're awake. Welcome to Hamara. You're a strange
You have survived the Gulf of Memories. Welcome to Hamara, friend.
I am not.
You awaken, good. Now that you have seen our past, I have brought you to my home to see my hope for the future. Here in Hamara, we live in harmony with two of the local peoples, the Brutani and the Fungarians. It is my dream that this partnership will spread to the rest of Harandar. You should get to know them as well and see the peace that we have created together.
Yes.
The others have gathered downstairs. Come. Owena is eager to see that you are in one piece.
We come below when you are recovered. The others await.
I cannot use that.
Here in Hamara, you will see a rare glimpse of the Rutani and Fungarians at peace.
Your path leads
Welcome to
you
Hamar.
deep,
I'm
stranger.
glad to see you well and whole after the trials. This village is the home of Hagar and many others who call Harandar their home.
If Rutani march on your home, then perhaps their kin know of it. You will find some here. What do the roots?
Amara has long been a refuge for those who have removed themselves from the conflicts that often arise between the Rutani and the Fungarians. Here they learn how to live with one another. They work, play, and live together, balanced. You have learned much about the past of the Haranir, including our deepest shame. Now you will see our current work, harmony.
For the god, most Rutani are very territorial. This is one of the few places we interact with them in peace.
Gwenna mentioned that there are Rutani who are visiting from other villages. This is an opportunity for us to get to know what they're like when they're not light crazed. I will stay here to speak with Mika. You should speak with the visiting Rutani to determine whether the light bloom has reached their homes.
It is strange to see friendly Rutani.
This one here.
No one has wares if the stranger has things to trade. Who are you? Rizam, this one is here from Al-Nor to trade.
This one has seen many blooms. To bloom is good, yes. As it must. Done.
Listens, waits.
Does the stranger come to trade with this one? Who are you? This one is called Titim. Titim, here from Haraldnor to trade.
No light bloom. This stranger should offer trade or leave.
This one.
Does the stranger disturb? Why does the stranger disturb this one? Who are you? This one is Keem of the Haraldnor crop. What are you doing? The long journey has left this one a little bit wilted. Time spent admiring the petal formations on this creature is proving to be rejuvenating.
All Rutani bloom in the light. Only the Spore King bloom in the dark. This one here.
Greetings, may the stranger's roots grow deep. Seeds been brought for trade. Who are you? Ionka, grown in the blooming terrace, trading seeds from the Rift of Aln is why this one is here.
This one has not seen this light bloom, but the rift protects us always. No, this one has not seen Rutani behaving that way.
So there are no signs of Lightbloom yet in their villages. Mika seems unchanged as well, and states that the Rutani never act in a manner of the light crazed. This is both promising and frustrating. I'm glad that it hasn't yet spread that far, but I suspect that we shall find more soon. Sometimes harmony and friendship are helped by small acts of service. I hope that the Rutani and Fungarians here have come to see you as an ally. Kuzat is usually very docile. This isn't like him at all. Please find out what happened.
On your way. By the roots, Kuzat is normally very calm, but can be quite dangerous when agitated. Be careful, friend. Dead! And Kuzat not only one gone mad!
That is at the least of our troubles right now. The Lightbloom has arrived. Amara is under attack. These merchants were either lying or they didn't know they were infected with the Lightbloom, and now they've gone on to spread it around the village. We need to contain this outbreak before it spreads further. The Lightbloom infected Rutani are attacking the village. Rizam and Titim both succeeded in the infection. Succumbed to the infection. Looks like Ionka hasn't been affected. We must handle the others. I will stay here and keep an eye on her. I need you to do what you can to protect Hamara. Take out Rizam and Titim as well.
I shall watch for you. So, your path leads you here.
Powdercap said that the visiting travelers were the first to show signs of Lightbloom infection right after you questioned them. Sadly, it seems Kuzat has also fallen to the sickness. Take out the merchants and see to Kuzat as well. He's far too dangerous a creature to be trampling around up here.
We will remain here to guard Hagar and the others.
Lightbloom-infested Rutani are working to spread the contamination through the village. This plant showed significant signs of the disease. Destroy any of the plants they've come into contact with. We must contain this.
Hamara will be destroyed.
I require a target.
Shadow word, pain. Vampiric touch.
Escape the light.
I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target.
The attack is letting up. Good work.
The roots brought us both here. Speak to me.
Up but needed work. May this slow the spread until we can find a way to stop it entirely.
Perhaps
It is done then. I grieve that this was necessary, but the corruption needed to be pruned before it could spread further.
let nature take its course.
Well done, Gomez. May Harmara return to the peaceful oasis it was when we arrived. The situation is stabilizing, but let's make sure we're in the clear. I will see how Hagar is faring. Check on Ionka again and make sure that she's not showing any signs of light bloom. She's on the upper level in Hagar's hut.
The infested Brutani spreads the light bloom. Where is Ionka?
This one here.
You have culled much foul growth. Those weeds from Harandar feed the ground now. This one hopes the fighting has ended. You aren't from Harandar? This one blossomed in the blooming terrace, but has been gathering seeds in the Rift of Aln. Harandar is not near our gardens, or the Rift. Are you still feeling well?
His bloom changed. This one's did not. Take seed. Show others. May reveal answer.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
The Farstriders stand ready.
Red of the light bloom was so sudden. Did your questioning of the merchant's spirit, did it feel threatened? Does it feel? There are many questions, but I feel we are growing closer to finding answers.
We must not falter. This seed, it's coated in...
Aln dust. Perhaps that is what shielded Ionka from the light bloom.
You have come.
Let us hope Ionka is unchanged.
Elders control the undust supply. I doubt they will be keen to share it with outsiders.
Ionka and her seeds are not affected by the light bloom. Incredible. Could there be something about the rift that keeps the light bloom in check?
Aln dust. The elders will not part with it easily. Still, we have to try.
You have found me.
The Ionka seed from the Rift of Aln is the clue we were looking for. The inhabitants and plants there seem immune to the light bloom. We must investigate the rift for ourselves. Let us return to the den and plan our next moves.
I will take this seed back to Silvermoon. Perhaps the Magisters will have some insight.
You seek trade? Go prepared. You need wares. Return if you need. You are ready. There you are. Unfortunately, our fears were well founded.
So, your path leads you here.
We return to where we started, but this time we have been blessed by the goddess, and we have evidence that the spread of light bloom may be stalled. The way forward is not clear, but I feel that we are closer. Finally, we have a moment to breathe. This is where we feel closest to the goddess. We are below the cradle where she used to rest. The elders will not allow us to use any of the elm dust that we have gathered over the centuries. They see only what the goddess asked of us before, not what of her world needs now. Elm dust is rare, but there are ways to get it. Ask around. I will check elsewhere.
The elders will not sacrifice any of the elm dust. We must find another way. Ask around the den. Glean what wisdom you can.
Make it swift. Go and be safe.
I listen.
You would have us spare elm dust for the sake of outsiders. Absurd! She, of all people, knows the cost to gather it. If she wants to waste it, then she can brave the rift for it herself. Words? Find the forgotten. I can teach or learn.
Be the Fly Master. Yep. Blind once again. I don't know where the Fly Master is.
This duty wears on me. Our traditions exist for a reason. They protect us and this land. It is not for the young to question.
Where would you go? I wish to help Orwena, but she will not want to go where she must go.
Orwena, I beg you. You know where Ondas falls. Those who walk the rift without guidance risk being forever lost. You need me?
Agan may no longer be a root woman, but she holds wisdom beyond measure. I believe that she would not lead Orwena astray. What can you tell me about the Rift of Alm?
When the goddess was torn from her cradle, the violence left wounds that will not heal. Her screams of anguish give life to formless terrors and drive those who enter mad.
The roots brought
In the end, we must figure this out for ourselves.
the world watch over you.
I have warned Orwenna of the dangers and madness that lay within the Rift of Aln, but she believes it is her only path forward. I envy her faith. Someone can help show her the way. The Shulka, the Hunters of Shadows, they have sacrificed everything to protect the Haranir from the effects of the Rift. I will let one know that you need help. You will find him in the Vale of Mists.
If you must go, you will need the Shulka. How you feel about him cannot change that.
I know, but neither does it change the past.
Speak to me.
He was a friend once, before I followed the goddess's visions to the world above. He was supposed to walk with us, but he chose the rift instead. He turned his back on his friends. He closed his mind to the goddess. And he chose to abandon me.
After all this time, you return and seek entry into the rift. You have not changed at all, Orwenna. More questions?
The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence remains. The Rift of Aln is too dangerous a place for Haranir to enter. I severed my connection to the goddess to be able to serve. You would be wise to heed my words, unless you wish to meet a swift end in the rift below. What are the Shulka? The Shulka are hunters, healers, and guides. We entreat their spirits and shadows to brave the dangers of the Rift of Aln and come out alive, and we ensure that those dangers dare not roam beyond their cursed grounds. It is not an art that comes easily to us. The echoes of the goddess' song call us towards wild ferocity and bountiful growth, but we cannot hear that call any longer, so we commune with other voices, voices that still reach our ears. You cannot hear your goddess. No, the ritual of our initiation scars our spirit, it changes us, it deafens us to the echoes of the goddess's song. It is a lonely existence, but allows us to walk in places where our kin cannot. In the silence, we are shrouded from the rift's maddening cries. What about your faith? The barest hint of a grin spreads beneath Amarak's cowl. You are well-travelled, friend of Orwenna, so tell me this, does the gift of belief fade with distance? Yes, the path of the Shulka is a lonely one, but do not mistake her ways as faithless. My belief in Alhara is stronger now than it has ever been, because I know that she calls for me, even if I cannot hear it.
Speak quickly.
I have given up my connection to the goddess to protect my people from the dangers of the Rift of Aln. I do not believe anyone should ever go there without knowing what you risk. Haranir will succumb and die without protection.
I return to the silence. Ask.
You must see with your own eyes the effects that the Rift of Aln can have on any Haranir. Even those who stand guard over the border are often affected by its call. Take this. I use it as an emergency salve to help those who are stricken of the dangers of Aln. Patrol these lands and give aid to those who need it. Perhaps then you will understand the gravity of what you seek to do.
Walk quietly. Go safe.
The presence of the goddess reverberates throughout everything of the Rift of in the Rift of Aln. The voice is too powerful for Haranir to resist. In mere minutes, one of our flock would be lost forever. There are, however, ways to protect oneself. For a short time, kill the rejects that crawl up from the rift, and gather the aln dust from which they are created. I can show Orwenna had a craft, a short-term solution for entering the rift.
Hunt well. If you insist on doing this, then you need to protect your mind and spirit with the aln dust. Find me once you are prepared, and Orwenna, be careful.
The quiet. I need the quiet.
must get closer. Too far away.
I'm ready to perform the Shulka's ritual. It will protect us when we enter the Rift of Uln. For a time.
You have found me.
I believe we're doing the right thing. We'll see this to the end no matter the risk. Or let your young companion know what to do with Uln dust. My hands tingle where the Uln dust touches. Curious feeling. Not unwelcome. The Shulka told me how to manipulate the Uln dust to protect Harandar and the Rift. It seemed difficult, but with its magic swelling in me, I feel that it should be doable.
I shall watch for you.
It is sobering to see the effects of the Rift on my pupils, but Amarak's interference has given me unintended hope. I must go into the Rift to search for Hagar's answer, and with the Shulka's help, I may even survive this ordeal. Amarak told me how to prepare Uln dust to create the salve. In small doses, Uln dust can strengthen the mind against madness and terror. It offers clarity and peace, but only if expertly employed. I could use your help to set an anchor to this place, Gomez. The ritual is delicate, and failure could be disastrous.
May you lend your song to hers.
Missing.
Her voice is gone. I have never felt so alone. Is this Amarak's life?
Your path leads you.
I hear the voice of the goddess. I hate it. How does Amarak live like this?
The world watch
With this, I'll be able to venture down into the Rift of Aln. I will not have long, so we should not dawdle. Let us find Amarak and gain his help.
Do not fear.
This ritual only imitates the Shulka sacrifice. It is neither permanent nor perfect. We must hurry and find Amarak. He's not here. The ward. I need more Almdust, friend. Hurry. I can hear the voice of the goddess now, but only as a whisper. How do the Shulka endure this emptiness? I drift along a cloud of sound, my friend. She comforts me. She welcomes me. I sense her call within the creature. It is born of Alnara. It could never hurt me.
Blackened roots. Focus, Owena. Listen to my voice.
No! The goddess! She... Amarak? My friend.
The goddess no longer sits in her cradle, but her influence remains. Wait, I just read this already.
Ask.
That manifestation is one of the purest forms of old madness that resides here. My ward will distract it only for so long. We must move quickly.
You've learned. Now go.
I found you while you were in the middle of one of my duties. Someone has spent too long within the rift and has fallen prey to the call of the goddess. I must rescue him and send him back to where he belongs. Help me with this task and I will help you.
Irie. Gone. Stolen. Where has she gone?
On higher, please!
He is not fully lost, but he must be removed from the rift immediately. Almdust power is of the goddess herself. If it can help your cause, Owena, then I will help you gather it. More questions? Listen.
Another soul saved. This is why I do this, Gomez. All of my sacrifices, shutting myself from the voice of the goddess, is worth it for each soul I rescue from the grasp of the rift.
Hunt well. Speak quickly.
I've been pondering what Hagar could have meant from the moment or when I mentioned an answer to your problems. There are no mystical fountains, no weapons. Everything in the rift is created from the same source. Almdust, the distillation of the influence of the goddess. If we hunt a large manifestation, you'll have the power of creation in its purest form. We cannot defeat it without help. Search the rift and look for fungi large enough to cultivate. I can use them to give us an edge.
Now go.
Within every creature that roams the Rift of Alm forms a gathering of the foundation of the goddess's influence. This Almdust yearns to merge with others of its ilk. Part of my duties as a Shulka is to make sure that to keep the number of large manifestations low so they do not overwhelm the den. It is the easiest to do while they are small. Take this spear, I may use it to shatter the small creatures down to trivial sizes.
Walk quietly, ghost.
We're preparing to fight a giant manifestation. Let me emphasize this again, we must fight just one. If we fight two at a time, we would have no chance of survival. Place these wards around the rift to draw the others away. They will not last long, but we will need every advantage we can gain.
I return to this site. In the rift's darkest depths, Almdust coalesces into the monstrosities before you. The manifestations pose a grave danger, but they are also the most plentiful source of Almdust.
Oops.
I require help. I cannot use that item yet. Target something first.
We would not have made it here without you.
Ask.
The advantage that we can have against the any advantage that we can have against the manifestation will give us a better chance to survive. We might have a chance with this. I'll be able to coat my weapons with this and craft a powerful poison.
You learn. Now go.
That must be enough.
Walk quietly. Go safely.
Well done.
Hunt well. Speak quickly.
We have one chance at this only. I pray we have prepared enough.
You learn. These will give us a fighting chance to take down a manifestation.
Could we not gather dust from easier prey?
Even average-sized manifestations offer very little Uln dust. You would be hunting for years just to gather a thimble's worth.
Vampiric touch. Shadow word, pain.
listen and learn.
Our Rift of Island is beyond mortal comprehension. What we are doing is simply borrowing some of it for a brief moment.
More questions?
I thought I would never see this with my own eyes, and yet here we are. Make this worth it.
What Alndust boasts as our people's power over nature. It should be enough to counteract the Light Bloom's rapid growth.
You have found me.
What we did what Hagar asked us to do. The next step will be to test this on something, or someone, afflicted with Light Bloom. It may be difficult to find the Light Bloom in enough quantities in Harandar, but I believe we will find what we need at Haraldar. I will meet you there.
Thank you, Amarak. I owe you more than I can say.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
To think I ever accused you of casting away your faith in the goddess.
You have always heard her song with clarity. I was called to serve in other ways. You find your faith by listening. I must practice mine by remembering. I know she sings, even if I cannot hear her. I was called to the path of the Shoka, but not like you are called to yours. I hope you can understand that.
I do, now. I am sorry it took me so long.
Few understand the strength of our faith. They fear it, because it differs from their own. But we serve her, all the same.
I will see you again.
That is unwise. This place brings you much pain.
As does losing my friend. Goddess guide you, Shuka Amarak.
It came from above. Within a few days, it overtook all of Xal'atath.
This one is grown to
The Rutani venerable. I speak for my grave. Do the Rutani feel that the Light Bloom is too dangerous? Our home gleams. It is not safe for Rutani. We will return when the light recedes. Can we help your people resettle elsewhere? Our roots will rest. Best near Xal'atath. My grave will go back. You speak only in certainties. Why is that? Things have happened. Things will occur. Those are the words I speak. We have left our homes. We will return. Where is Maria? The Root Warden must be here to shepherd his people. Yet he is nowhere to be found. The Rutani have escaped their nearby villages to Haraldar. The guards have told me that some of them have been afflicted with the Light Bloom, yet have not succumbed to its effects. This may be our best opportunity to test their Alndust powers. Time is of the essence. Something keeps troubling me about this, Gomez. Where is the Root Warden? Roya has a solemn duty to watch over the World Tree and land about it. He should be here, with his people in need. So where could he be when they are in crisis? What is he thinking? I am sure that we can find clues to where he has gone if we search for his town. Perhaps we can learn more about his state of mind along the way.
This one has lost many to this Light Bloom. If these ones offer hope, then this one shall listen.
With Alnhara's grace, the Alndust will protect these Rutani, as it did Ionka.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Before you, there is a clear Clearly a huge problem here. We have a lot of work to do if we are to ease the suffering of those around us. How did it get like this?
Owenna, it is good to see you back. To see you well.
And you. I hope you have forgiven me.
It is not you who needs forgiveness. Onhara has asked too much of you.
She was hurting. She is hurting.
She is a goddess. She should not have made you walk this path. Not
Alone? Alnhara did ask much of me, and I asked much of you. You followed my path only as far as you were meant to, and I was never alone.
The light burns. This one awakens. This one changes no more.
It works. At last, we have a way to fight back. Speak to me.
It would be so much to see this, my beautiful home lost. The Elmdust may not be able to recover someone who has fully fallen to the light bloom, but it should be able to inoculate those from further corruption. That must be enough. This is troubling news. The light bloom hasn't seemed to affect any Harandar thus far. Has it somehow infested the root warden? Or is this his pride speaking? He's always been a zealous one, but we must move quickly. We can now go to the roots of Xal'atath and stop the light bloom spreading even further into Harandar. We have enough Elmdust to inoculate any Harandar who are willing to risk their lives to follow us into battle. Find them, Gomez, and give them their Elmdust.
I shall watch for you. Distribute the Almdust to the warriors here. It will empower them to strike back against the light bloom.
Make it swift.
How is this weird light bloom spreading across our land? I always thought we'd be safe here in Harandar. This Elmdust will protect you from the light bloom so we can fight them.
Guide you.
You have come far. Go quietly, hunt fiercely. What did the roots bring?
Anhara, watch.
I listen. Bring your words.
Yes?
Oh, goddess. What happened here?
All too easy. You have come
much more than what the root warden said. How has the light bloom spread so much and so quickly? We've gathered the Harandar we have available and distributed the elm dust. We have everything we need, but they need to be able to safely enter the area. The scouts have told us that the creatures spreading the light bloom are protected by a shield. We must stop them, and we will also need to thin their numbers. Get on the pedal wing, Gomez, and let's clear the way.
Striking at individual blooms is not enough. We'll need to take drastic action. To think that Eversong's light would wreak such havoc in Harandar.
Now we can begin.
From above. So, your path leads you here.
First, to help them spread the light bloom so quickly should be vulnerable after your attack from the air, but we still need to destroy them. Return to the blinding bloom and uproot the spreaders before they can recover from our attack.
Perhaps we'll meet again. You have
The Harandar had presence by the roots of Xal'atath as a sign of goodwill with the cultures that live within our home. When the guards retreated, they left some of our treasured mementos and artifacts. Since the spread of the light bloom has been greater than I ever expected, I do not know when we'll be able to come back. Let's find those artifacts in the blinding bloom and bring them home. This is a threat that could destroy all of Harandar if left unchecked. That's why we'll pull this out at the root. The Brutani, who did not have the time to escape this place, must be fully corrupted by now. Unfortunate, but it makes our plan of attack simple. Their leaders must be spreading the light bloom. We must strike them down.
Madness has overtaken the roots. We must stop it here.
I am out of range. I must get closer.
target something first. Do not have a plan.
That the light bloom remains vibrant where it has already taken root, the Elm Dust aided attacks effective in limiting additional growth and propagation. For now, the rest of the Harandar should be safe from further spread.
You have found me.
Pray this will help us all.
Wild guide you will.
It'd be good to bring some of these items back in our hands. These artifacts pale in importance to the lives of those involved here, but it's good to have them back. I wish it would save everyone, but a gruesome but necessary task.
May you lend your song to hers.
We may have stemmed the malignant growth, but we have so many more questions than answers. How did this happen? How did this grow so much? How did Bria not understand the extent of the calamity? Gomez, we must return to the cradle immediately. The elders must know what happened today.
The elders must hear of this. Go with the wind.
Rowena, champion. Thank goodness. Eversong is in danger.
You were searching for answers in the Rift of Arlen. I went back to Silvermoon to consult the Magisters. We barely had time to discuss our findings before we received word from the runestones north of Fash. Stride of retreat. Something has whipped the Lightbloom into a frenzy. If we don't act now, all of Eversong could be lost. I only hope Orwena's elders recognize the looming threat. What did you learn from the Magisters? At first they said they didn't believe a word I said. Romath thought I was mocking him somehow. But Yonka Seed piqued their interest. All they could provide were theories. The most plausible one is that the Sunwell's hyperactivity spread the light's influence through the earth itself, straight into Eversong's trees and roots, and since all the roots lead to Harandar, Haldoran gestures toward the roots of Xal'atath. In the days of Legion Fall, Xal'atath's roots succumbed to the shadow. Perhaps that made them uniquely susceptible to the spreading of light of the Sunwell.
Neat.
Xal'atath's roots still stand.
How?
The Almdust. But we need more. The surface needs...
No! We will not leave our home defenseless.
We can gather more.
We cannot risk our people for outsiders.
Some branches can burn. Our calling is to protect the roots.
The last time I left, it was about my calling. This time it is about my friends. And I will protect them, with or without your aid.
This council sucks.
Speak to me.
Azeroth needs our help. I will not stand idly by while she is overwhelmed. I know you will not either.
I shall watch for you.
Ludwin's news is dire. If the Lightbloom is frenzying on the surface, then the danger has grown far more quickly than we were prepared to reckon with. We must make for Eversong at once. I will stand against any threat to Alnhara's creation, be it here or in the world above, and I will do it alone, if I must.
Do not fear the dark.
Without the Almdust, we face a grim task. Steel yourself. So, your path.
I have
Think
brought
that-
what help I could.
Think that what we're told below, the Lightbloom would spread so aggressively in Eversong. Damn it all. Every victory we win reveals rising danger.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Simply culling these creatures is not sufficient. If their bodies are left unattended, the light will seep from their remains and spread through the swell to the surrounding foliage. We must take more drastic measures. Gather the bones of the creatures you slay. If we burn them, perhaps we can prevent their further spread through the roots of this forest.
The world watch over you.
When the Fast Riders first discovered the Lightbloom, we thought it to be merely an aesthetic change, a small quirk of the Sunwell's influence. Would that we knew then what we know now. These light-frenzied rootways must lead all the way back to Harandar. If we don't close them, it won't matter how many of these damn things I bring down. Close the rootways and we might have a fighting chance.
We used the last of the Almdust we gathered. What do you intend to do, Harandar?
Whatever I must. This is getting us nowhere. Send word to Rama. Have the Magisters make haste to the Sun Crown tree.
Damn it all, for every root way you torch, two more crop up elsewhere. It's like they're self-perpetuating, spreading in the span of moments. I don't think we can solve this with arrows and magic, even with Orwenya's help. We don't have enough Ondas, not enough Harandar to prevent the spread of this frenzy. Do not delay. The longer we wait to cull this growth, the more of this forest the Cinderai will lose. It is a shame to see something born of Harandar wreaking such havoc on a place like this. These roots may not cradle Anhara, but they grow toward her all the same.
Perhaps we meet again.
Greetings. For Silver Moon.
A way to stop the light bloom from spreading further through the forest, but it isn't exactly a delicate touch. Normally I'd never dream of resorting to controlled burn in such a healthy portion of Eversong, but the frenzy is spreading too quickly, and we are running out of options. I've sounded the retreat to my fast riders, but some of them haven't responded. I need you to find any rangers in particularly sticky situations and lend your aid in securing their escape.
Fight with courage. I will do my duty.
With our ground forces pulled back, our position will be overwhelmed in a matter of minutes. It's time to execute our gambit. Romoth and the Magisters have provided us a mana gem that can be used to overload Lashra's runestones. Take it and infuse the stones with the mana contained therein. That will set the stage for the Magister's ritual to detonate the runestones and burn the entirety of Lashra to the ground. We have to hope the light bloom cannot survive in an inferno.
If you detonate your runestones, your forests will burn.
We have rebuilt from ashes before, without any alm dust. What other recourse do we have?
Too far away.
The light bloom has reached the river. Light of the sun, preserve us. We are out of time. Maladash Malanore.
That the Harandar and their magics, our options against the light bloom are limited.
The fast riders
Most of the
stand ready.
fast riders have retreated to our position. Those that remain are prepared to slip away once the ritual begins. We're out of time. It's now or never.
With courage.
We've done all we can. Now all that's left is to defend the Magisters and hope that this is enough to stop the frenzy from spreading any farther.
Victory be ours.
Our retreat is to safety ground has not gone unnoticed. The returning mark us at every turn, and now they mean to cross the river We have to buy Romath and the Magisters as much time as we can. If we fail here, the whole of Eversong could be lost. Stand tall and do not falter, and do your best not to die.
The Sunwell must be protected.
By all means, take your time. It's not like we have an army of ravenous tree people marching across the river to devour us.
Do not let outsiders interfere.
Yield, surface dwellers! Your light returns to wash over you.
Root Warden Ruya! What is this madness?
Naive or
Shadow word, pain. Vampiric touch.
no longer. I have turned the bloom back on its creators.
Any time now, Romath.
This is no simple cantrip. Keep firing and try not to die.
Pitiful Orwena, you cannot stop the light bloom alone.
They are relentless. Almara, give me strength.
It's now or never, Romath! Romath! More? Fall back! Forever song!
Elder
Shadow word, pain.
Help has arrived.
Vampiric touch.
I cannot believe it. In on the surface, standing shoulder to shoulder with surface dwellers and wielding the magics of Alm. Orwena sets her jaw and flashes you a smile. Do not have time for sentiment. We must bring Ruya to justice and end this frenzy. Ruya has always been a zealous advocate, but this behavior is beyond the pale. The light bloom must be affecting him, driving him to these dangerous lengths. We do not have to be like him. This forest need not fall to the bloom like Xal'atath's roots did. Xal'atath's. The Harati brought enough alm dust to bolster our allies against corruption and prevent the frenzy from spreading further. Together, you and I shall spread Alnhara's gift across the forest. This frenzy shall advance no farther.
watch over you.
I'm an expert in the fauna of Eversong, and I can say with certainty that the vast majority of the wildlife here tend to be of fairly average size, but these light-frenzied saptors are decidedly unequivocally not. One bite from those thorny jaws could claim the lives of half a dozen fast riders if they are caught unawares. My rangers have their quivers full of hulling, the chaff, alongside the Harandar. See to it that those towering Tyrannosaptors don't catch them unawares.
Perseverance, strength. Stop the ritual! To arms! Eversong need not burn today!
Alnhara's blessing empowers us. Today, we fight for all of her creation.
I have harsh wisdom. My claw.
always mighty, but with the goddess's gift shining upon us, we are unstoppable. In you and our new Harandar allies, my rangers have plenty of ferocious examples to follow. We'll have to consider the teaching some of your techniques at the retreat.
We must not falter.
The day is nearly won. The Cinderai cull every new sprout that blooms, and the Harati ward the surrounding wilds against the frenzy's influence. All that yet remains is to remove this light-bound serpent's misguided head. Root Warden Roya has opposed our every action and shouted down our every word, but he's still a Root Warden, and one with the power of a frenzying light bloom host at his beck and call. He is strong, but he does not walk with Elnhara.
I cannot say we have ever fought a Harandar Root Warden before. Anything we should know?
Show no fear. Ruya is powerful, but he stands alone. This ends here. Ruya! The will of Elnhara stands against...
Presumptuous whelp! Your transgressions end here.
Vampiric touch. Shadow word, pain.
Not here. Not yet.
I can feel him fleeing through the roots. We have to.
Peace, Owena. Ruya will face judgment. Come, we should fall back to the sun-crowned tree.
With Ruya in retreat and Almdust in hand, we can drive the frenzy back. You have come
Is
far,
over.
stranger.
But the light bloom may never fully recede. Its mastermind has been driven back into the rootway. With the frenzy quelled and the surrounding forests watered against its advance, we can rest assured that Eversong will not suffer the light bloom spread any longer. We've done it. We've won.
Let nature take its course.
It is done. The frenzy is routed, the Root Warden has fled, and the Cinderai have reclaimed control of their forests. I can scarcely believe it, but we succeeded, Gomez. By Elnhara's grace, we found a path forward. Now Haldoran's people invite us to their den. I'm not fond of your surface cities, but you've aided me so many times, my friend. It is time that the Harati reached our hands of our own.
Watch over you.
Your people saved our home, Orwen, and at great cost to yourselves. Your sacrifice shall not go unrecognized. I must insist you join me in Silvermoon.
Owena, your efforts saved Eversong this day. The Harandar will always have a place in Silvermoon, should they wish it.
You have found me.
For the first time in generations, the Harandar walk upon the surface of Elnhara's creation. Time will tell how our creation receives us in turn. The fighting is far from over. The void claws at your gates and threatens your people, but know this, my friend. From this day forward, any threat that encroaches upon Elnhara's bounty will have the Harati to contend with, be it here or deep below the earth.
Wild guardian, may you lend your song to hers.
Speak swiftly.
But we've triumphed over Ruya and the light bloom for now. More remains to to be done, the elders will want to convene regarding the Harati's new place in the world. Now that we have stepped out from the shadows of our past, our reticence and fear will not vanish overnight, but this is an important first step. We will be fine, Gomez. Let Orwenna and I deal with the elders when the time comes. The Harati shall be at your side. For now, though, I'd imagine you'd have more pressing matters to attend to.
Nature guiding.
Champion, return to the Sanctum of Light. This struggle is far from over.
Thank you, friend. You helped bring my people back into the world. The goddess would be pleased, I think.
Let nature take its course.
When Harandar burst into a war council shouting about hidden worlds and ancient warriors, I had thought he had gone mad, but now that I've seen the Harani with my own eyes, we are lucky to have them as potential allies, and lucky to have you, I'd say, in brokering that relationship. There is more for us to do, but I've no doubt that the Harati will prove vital allies to Silvermoon in the coming days. Champion, we have a bit of a delicate situation.
The light drove the Rotani to zealotry and madness.
Watch your tone, Haldaron. Blasphemy doesn't suit a man of your stature.
He was speaking to his Lord Regent.
We assume benevolent motives, but have seen the light used by the wicked before.
Without the light, your precious city, all of Azeroth would have been lost.
No one is questioning the light's grace, Turalyon, least of all the Sindori.
We seek to avoid its corruption, the light being turned against us. We are your friends, Turalyon, your family.
Family? Of course. The light bloom is an anomaly, but nothing that should diminish our faith in the light.
The stupid dream. Champion, we have a bit of a delicate situation. The Vanguard of the Light has just informed me that they have taken Magister Umbric into custody. Apparently he was trying to get close to the Sunwell. I do not have to tell you that tensions are high between my city and the Vanguard. We need Umbric to continue his research if we are to have a chance at contending with the Voidstorm. I want you to represent me in negotiating Umbric's release. Whether we like him or not, we need him.
Use discretion, Champion. We need both Umbric and the Vanguard.
Archbishop Alonsus Fowl has left you a message to speak with you in regards to the project to help Arator and the Vanguard of Light.
The Sunwell holds for now, only through the constant effort of its defenders. Should their strength waver... Bishop Alonsus Fowl has a plan to support those of the Sunwell, and to help Arator.
I was investigating the Void to help you!
We will not be tempted by your offers of help, Void Elf.
All paths are...
I was simply attempting to get closer, reading on the Voidstorm. Look, we do not have time for their distrust of my methods. Can't you feel it? The Voidstorm is not growing weaker, it is getting stronger. The Sunwell cannot maintain its defense much longer. I need to find a way into the Voidstorm, and to do that, I need to evaluate the data I just gathered without getting killed by zealots. Can you help talk them down?
We serve the Alliance.
Our caution over allowing a Void Elf as powerful as Magister Umbric near the Sunwell is warranted. Illyria Windrunner approached the Sunwell a few years ago, and had altered the magic just by her presence. Granted, she holds a dark Naru within her, but I am not about to risk letting a creature so given to the void that close to the Sunwell. I use void magic, and you were summoned by the Sunwell. Umbric was not, which either means he is too tainted or is unworthy of such an honor. I do not recognize Lorthamar's authority in this matter. This void elf is an exile, and by his very nature considered to be a threat to the Sunwell and our forces here. Umbric is not a citizen of Silvermoon, nor are we subservient to the rules of a Regent Lord when it comes to our war with the Void. He may counsel, not give orders. Tempting, too tempting. I doubt we could trust a path presented by a minion of the Void, but we need to do something. The Sunwell is holding for now, but this is not a stalemate. The Void Storm will soon begin breaching our defenses soon if something does not change. We must go on the offensive.
Careful of the Void's tricks.
The Vanguard of Light knows our business when it comes to war with the Void. The forces there are predatory, infectious, cancerous, and consuming. This is how they fight. They wear the face of a friend or offer a deal, and then before you know it, another world is devoured. We have already compromised on our legions. Enough for Silvermoon. We have already compromised our legions enough for Silvermoon. Lorthamar is thinking too small. We are not here to save a city. We are here to save all of Azeroth. I have no doubt that is true. Yet can we trust him to give us a path we can use, or is it for his own personal gain? We need to go on the offensive, but again, this is how the Void infests worlds. They offer you a hand in your time of need and then take everything from you. Queen Ansarek, Queen Ashara, Nexus King Xal'atath, all of these people accepted a hand offered when they were most desperate. We must rise above them. Our own auguries are researching this. They do not have a solution yet, but neither does the Void-stained elf. We cannot bring the Vindicant to be here due to suppressive magics. Teleportation and flight magics cannot breach the storm. Yet we will find a way in. We must have faith that we'll find a way.
Light destroys the void.
I am rather busy.
Did Lorthamar send you? Umbric was once a colleague before he turned to the Void. He was always reckless. You might call it bold, but his approach to magic showed no respect for the boundaries we carefully established to safeguard this world. Now he has gone too far. Lorthamar may believe he has authority here, but Umbric is a magister and thus subject to my judgment and authority. What is more, he and his kind were exiled for their practices. Void magic is not just a taboo, it is fundamentally evil at its very core. Lorthamar is blinded by his desperation. Yes, we must save Silvermoon and the Sunwell, but to turn to the Void? No. Umbric is not only using the Void, but relying on techniques refined by one of our greatest betrayers. It will be harder to rely on the light or arcane to find a way into the Void Storm, but there will be far more trustworthy methods than what Umbric plans. The Vanguard of Light caught Magister Umbric getting close to the Sunwell. I had to intervene to ensure they did not execute him on sight. Lothraxian and I are both very familiar with the corrupting nature of certain magics and their influence. It seems we took very different lessons from those experiences, however. I agree with Lorthamar, though I also understand this is a politically complicated situation. Magister Umbric is not a citizen of Silvermoon, and he and the Rendoria are exiles, which means Lorthamar has no authority. Even if Umbric were a citizen, he is also a magister. That means he falls under the auspice of Grand Magister Ramath, who seems to have taken Umbric's use of void magic as a personal betrayal.
We will do this together. High Commander, you will release Magister Umbric, if you please.
No! This elf has made their allegiance known.
They have. To me. Time and time again, Umbric and his Rendori have shown their loyalty to the Alliance, despite persecution and distrust. You do not have the time to imprison him, nor the grounds to execute him.
But Umbric
is fond of bold actions. Is that what I heard you say, Grand Magister? Now is the time for bold actions. Release him. I accept full responsibility.
Fine. On your head, be it.
Champion, we're going to save the Sunwell. More importantly, we're going to fix that broken young man. I can protect you in the city, but the Vanguard will not allow you to approach the Sunwell. Results will change that.
Results? I have no tools, no support, and zealots on both sides hunting me.
If you found a pathway to Xal'atath, the Vanguard would leave, to say nothing of the power your people could acquire.
Thank you for your intercession. While I pride myself in doing what is necessary for Silvermoon and the Sunwell, I have a feeling my own patience would have worn thin and would have said something that all of us would have regretted.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Thank you for coming, Gomez. I need your help, as do many of our priests and paladins. One paladin in particular. I've been tasked with bolstering the Vanguard of Light that empower the Sunwell. I need your help, though not just for that simple task. Our mutual friend Arator is stuck in his grief and anger over that tragic conflict between him and his father. I'm just an old priest that has been raised from the dead, but I've found that a bequest is just the thing to set a young paladin back on the right path. Would you help?
Such a troubled boy. That'll happen when your father leaves a gaping wound in your chest. Not to worry, I have a plan.
What needs bring you here? Sun, chase your shadows.
Well, hello, Gomez. I'm just watching the fountain. I needed to get some air. Was I needed somewhere? Is that why you're here? Alonso's Fowl asked that we meet him at the Sunwell. Fowl sent you? He's a decent man. Do you know that he founded my paladin order? He trained the Silver Hand in his legacy. Very well, Gomez. I go where I'm ordered. That is the life I signed up for.
Is there anything else? Asking for me to inspire anyone? Fowl always was an original thinker.
You're both here. There is a crisis of faith that we need to fix. We will accomplish much together.
I haven't been this close to the Sunwell since before. You can't go closer, can you? We undead have a complex relationship with the light. I'm more than most. The light burns me. I learned to endure its pain and still practice as a priest. Having been Archbishop for years, the light resonates with me more than others. The Sunwell is no exception. Out here it is a constant searing sensation, intense but manageable. If I were to go inside though, I would be consumed by the light as surely as a flame consumes a moth. It's so painfully bright here, don't you think? You were able to convince him. Thank you. The Vanguard of the Light are maintaining a difficult ritual at the Sunwell. It requires focus, discipline, and is quite exhausting. Take my staff. I've had it since I was Archbishop in Stormwind. It is meaningful to me and my faith. The light responds to meaning and intention. It should renew the Vanguard spirit so they can maintain the ritual a while longer. I can't approach any closer to the Sunwell, so you'll have to do this for me.
That's your solution? To stab them with your staff?
Those defenders have exhausted themselves, giving of their own faith and power. We bolster their reserves.
Go. Look, it's Velen.
The Sunwell is a conduit for the light, made holy through the sacrifice of the Naru Muru.
Are you ready? Let's go!
I know you are tired. It is hard to continue, but we must.
In the darkness. You need your big sister's help? Just say the word.
I'm worried that Void Elf might sneak back in here and disrupt our efforts at the Sunwell. I have marshaled what priests were available to ward against the Void. It won't repel the devouring host, but will prevent contamination from any undesirable mortals.
There is honor in service.
Stand with me.
It is good to see. Thank you.
Well met. What's the situation?
Should the Sunwell fall, we have no way to stop the devouring host.
A lamplighter brings hope. Welcome, welcome. Come here, come here.
Greetings, friend. We have taken different paths to reach the light, but together we assemble for the same purpose, to protect Azeroth.
What if I promised that my task would take you far away from here?
I had hoped that seeing the rest of the Vanguard forces on the Sunwell, it would give him a goal that was bigger than his pain, lead him away from his anger. Instead, he belittles my solution. Thank you, Gomez, for doing it in his stead. It was necessary to keep the Voidstorm at bay. The holy power in my staff has been spent. 40 years of fervent prayers drained away in a few minutes. It was for a good cause. And my staff will recover in time. There are other relics like my staff that were important to paladins and priests. Light's Hope Chapel has many such relics stored there. Arator trained there as well. Perhaps a solution to his pain could also be found within.
You're creating a bigger cloud with your moping than Xal'atath's Voidstorm. Speak your mind. Let it out before these feelings create a well of poison in your gut.
I'm not just upset that my father cut me down. I'm upset that when he did so, I saw the light
shining brightly in his eyes. The same light that I am taught to revere. Under its guidance, he almost killed me.
So you blame the light, not your father.
We are trained to wield the light as a weapon. Is that all that I am as a paladin? You founded the Silver Hand. You trained my father. I suppose I blame you as well. You crafted this philosophy of war. I followed your teachings until I burned myself with my own wrath.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I really did make a mess of it all, didn't I?
What?
I'm reminded of each and every one of my failings every day. The light burns me as I channel it.
What are you saying?
In many ways, this world is broken. You should feel angry about it. That doesn't mean you can't try to change the world, or yourself, for the better. Come with me on my little quest. I can't promise we'll change anything but how you feel. But that's the only thing we can control. We can fix up to Light's help to gather relics and inspire the Vanguard.
No better place to take my mind off the problems with paladins.
The whole way? They wouldn't put like a port or something. Like there's no way. Let's go. Is a bit ridiculous. Am I missing something? I'm missing something. Hmm? Faster to go to Storm. Let's go to Storm. Oh, these first.
Lord Tyrosus, I had no idea things were so desperate. What can we do to help?
Azeroth will not fall while we stand.
One good to come out of my not being called to the Sunwell was that I was able to coordinate the defense of Light's Hope. You weren't called to the Sunwell? I have faithfully served the light throughout my life, Gomez, even lost an eye along the way. Some are stronger paladins than me, but not many. But outside of the few defenders in our squires, nearly everyone was taken to Silvermoon to stop the void. I can't help but wonder if I've failed the light in some way, yet I can't see how. Regardless, it seems you were needed to protect Light's Hope. Perhaps, while I am here, I will certainly do my best to serve the light, no matter what, though I still wonder why I was not called upon. How did Death Knights come to defend Light's Hope? There was no one else. Nearly every paladin was taken by the light to the Sunwell. Darren owed me a favor, in a sense, for trying to kill me and take Tyrion's body to be one of his horsemen, and he has no desire to see the void come closer to a triumph over Azeroth. So when I asked for help, the Ebonblade stepped up to assist us. Welcome to Light's Hope, Gomez. Most of the paladins that defended these grounds were called by the light. I've had to reach out to the Ebonblade for support, or the Scourge would have overrun this holy place.
Always count on me.
Normally, Gomez paladins from Light's Hope hold back the Scourge in the immediate area around the chapel, but they've all been called to fight the Void. As a result, scope forces have been greatly increased. Their numbers around the chapel. We've managed to hold the line so far, but only with the help of Darian and the Ebonblade. Give us some room to breathe. Defeat as many of them as you can.
With so many defenders called away to the Sunwell, the Scourge almost broke through to the chapel. I've called for assistance from the Ebonblade, but we could use your help pushing back this latest attack.
I fear if I were stationed here to fight the Scourge, I'd become just like my father. I'd fall to rage and wrath. I shouldn't let my doubts get in the way of the defense of this place.
I require a target.
The light? An endless battle against evil? Light's Hope is in danger. The world is in danger. I need to get my head in the battle.
Thank you. The Scourge has diminished. Take whatever relics you need to support the Sunwell. At your service.
Thank you, Gomez. You've thinned their ranks enough that we'll be able to maintain their defenses with the help we have from our allies. Now, Val has told me about your need for relics.
May the light give you strength.
Alonso's telling me you've been looking for relics of holy power to sustain those performing the ritual holding the Void at bay. Now that you've beaten back the Scourge, you and Arator are certainly welcome to enter the Sanctum of Light and use what we have for the cause.
For my first lesson, learn from the revered heroes of the past and what inspired their light.
That's what I've been trying to do since I joined the Silver Hand. I've known the stories of these paladins since I was a child. Each of them is a legend, immortalized in stone. Their great deeds set an example for all paladins. But no matter how hard I try, I fear that I'll never live up to them. Marad was known for his skill in combat, yet his relic is a meditation crystal. Crom defended the people of Lordaeron, but the relic is a smithing hammer, not a weapon. Helena led an army against the Legion. Why would her relic be something like this? I forgot that statue was here. Uther was the first and greatest of the Silver Hand Paladins. I'm surprised not to find his hammer, but a healing kit. Mara's heroics inspired the creation of the Silver Hand. Her relic is a book of refugee prayers, though. I had expected these relics to be powerful weapons. Instead, they were mostly simple items, unconnected to war. The Silver Hand was founded to wield the light in battle. Is that not the measure of a paladin's accomplishments?
The most revered paladins didn't draw their faith in the light from warfare. They fought to preserve what they valued most.
Azeroth will not fall while we stand.
Great heroes are interred under the chapel, Gomez. Hopefully their relics can be of aid to those at the Sunwell.
We will prevail.
I trust you found what you needed, Gomez.
Walk always in the light.
These artifacts will help sustain the Vanguard, but they are not enough. I know of a place nearby that would have the rest we need, but given Arator's state of mind, I'm hesitant to go there. No sense in avoiding it. We must all face up to the fact that Scarlet Crusade calls upon the power of the light, and has for decades.
The Scarlet Crusade? You, of all people, want to spread their light?
They claimed many relics when they seized my church. Relics that would be better used to our purpose of holding back Xal'atath.
What do you want?
Gomez, it's so strange to me that the light responds to the scholars just as it does to me, Foul, Lord Teresis.
I can scarcely believe that the light answers their call. I was always taught that the light was good. The Crusade is unconscionable.
The light seeks a path. It does not dictate the way. Look at all the cultures across Azeroth that channel the light. From Elune to Graal to Anshe. Philosophically different from our Church of Holy Light, but with the same ability to channel the energy.
I have often wondered.
The light needs a lens to focus its power through the wielder. The light brings certainty, and it responds to one's conviction. But the light cannot distinguish between love and hatred.
So that is why the Scarlet Crusade claims it acts according to the light's will.
And why they were able to pervert my teachings of fellowship and protection into something you and I recognize so clearly as evil. The Scarlet Crusade was founded by a paladin I personally anointed. For a long time, I saw them as my own misjudgment made manifest. Perhaps I still do. However, the relics they possess will do for our purposes of bolstering the Sunwell defenders. It will be good to reclaim them. Ah, you're here, champion. We should join Arator inside. My sermon to these fanatics is falling on deaf ears. The only thing under your control is...
Yeah?
Here we are. Let's deal with these Scarlets.
We're done.
Are you a seeker?
Place has seen better days when it was truly in the service of the Church of Holy Light. Originally under Sidon and Alexandros, it did much good in Lordrum, but the Crusade was misled over time into hatred of the other, which has guided their actions for decades. The Scarlet Crusade has been wielding the light for its evil purposes for decades, Gomez. I am disappointed to see how many forces they still have here. Still, the light responds to them just as it does to us. We're here to get their relics to help the Sunwell, but while we're here, let's cleanse this place of their dark influence.
The past will haunt you.
Leaders of the Crusade have channeled the light through their weapons every day for years. While their goals and actions are reprehensible to us, their weapons are no less useful than my own staff, especially in such a time of need. As you go through the Scarlet Halls, whenever you find a leader, defeat them and bring back their weapon. We will put it to a righteous use to aid the Sunwell.
This place has all the trappings of the Church of Holy Light, but turned to an evil purpose.
That is my second lesson. The light is channeled through belief and conviction, even if they are misguided.
I'll show the initiates how one smites an unbeliever!
Will these initiates forever call forth the light through hatred?
Has come to die for the Crusade. Wait, I yield. I lost my faith in this order long ago. I want to give my life for them as well.
Go!
I need to
if you wish
target
to
something
surrender,
first.
give us your weapon. Leave this accursed place and never return. This blade was forged long before the Crusade's hatred. Perhaps it can be returned to a wielder who is truly righteous.
Shadow Word, Pain. Vampiric Touch. Shadow word. Pain. Vampiric touch.
Choose a new leader for our crusade.
It never ends, does it? Another will just continue this doctrine of spite.
Arator, the light may empower its followers, but the morals and ethics of this force come from within each of us. Light bless you.
Still in work. So one day the Scarlet Monastery can be a place that truly serves the light. For now our time is limited, and our focus must remain on the Sunwell.
The past will haunt you.
What artifacts have you found here, Gomez? These weapons of the light shall serve much greater purpose from this day forward. I hope that may be true as well for Elise, the Scarlet Champion Arator showed mercy to. I told her to begin surrendering herself to Kali Menethil, the Sunwell.
We can fix our mistakes.
I hope my staff's light has been enough to uphold those of the Sunwell, while we have sought these relics. Together with those from Light's Hope, there should be a much more significant aid. Let us return there quickly.
Is this the fate of all paladins? Die a legend, or live to be consumed by zealotry and wrath?
No, Arator. My hope is that you can find a different path to follow. We will accomplish much together. The only thing under your control is how you feel.
Gathered at the Sunwell right now.
Quickly, Gomez, let us get these distributed. My staff brought us time in the effort to hold back the void, but these relics will be a more powerful aid. Let us hope it will be enough, quickly, to deliver these relics to our friends.
Arator, I did not mean to add to your burdens. The trip to the cathedral was necessary to save the Sunwell. Champion, if you could deliver the relics, I need to have a word in private with Arator.
I appreciate your concerns, Cora. For my people, the light and the Sunwell are the same. They may complain, but they will accept the Vanguard.
If you say so, Venel. It just seems we're ruffling too many griffin feathers.
Thank you for sparing me when I finally left the Crusade. I had growing doubts for years, but I always pushed them aside. Talking with Kalia and Mariella has given me a completely different way of seeing the world, Gomez. Feels a lot like falling, but also like breaking free all at once. And with their help, I know I'll land in a better place. I won't lie, Gomez. While it's true honor to be here at the Sunwell has been extraordinarily exhausting. Hope you're here with good news or some more help. Take this sword. It has a great deal of light within it, but needs a new cause. Gomez, this isn't the first time I've seen an evil across the Sunwell. I may be exhausted, but I will persevere as before. This is Uther's kit from his work as a healer. You should have it, and let its light support you.
How can I help?
We're back with good news, Gomez. We're all getting tired. Without that boost from Falstaff earlier, we would have already failed. I have 5 relics to sustain you. It's Mara 4 Dragon's prayer book.
Duty calls.
Wow, that's unbelievable. She was my grandmother. She watched over refugees fleeing from Stormwind to Lordaeron. stories about her inspired me to take up the light. I never knew her, but I will treasure this, Gomez. Thank you.
I have found my purpose.
Gomez, how are you holding up? I know you face many heavy burdens. I must admit, I am nearing the end of my reserves myself. Vindicator Marad found peace and strength from this meditation crystal. Marad was a hero to our people, Gomez. I can feel his light. It still remains in the crystal.
Something is amiss.
Gomez, the other channelers are growing quite wary again. I hope you and Vel have brought a solution. Give Velen the remaining relics to distribute.
Thank you, champion. We are resolute in our defense, but mortal in our constitutions. These relics will bolster us for a time.
With the relics delivered, the Sunwell is safe for now.
With those relics, they should be able to sustain the ritual for much longer, and we can attend to other matters. I think I have failed Arator. In my attempt to steady him after the incident with his father, I may have shattered his faith with comfortable truths of the light. I would like to consult with the wisest person I know, Sunwalker Desco. I did not see him with the Vanguard. Tarosis told me he may be in Hammerfall, providing aid to the displaced.
I spoke to you of finding a different path, Arator. I think it's time we started on it.
All right, but if this lesson is anything like the others...
Oh, don't worry. This one won't be imparted by me.
So for today, XP area, and let's stop for now.